Hello, Khushi. Welcome to the interview. And how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Great. All right. So thank you for giving your valuable time. We are starting now. And if you can help me with your introduction, that would be great.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for giving me to introduce myself. As you know, my name is Khushi Yadav. I'm from Udaipur, Rajasthan, and I have completed my BTech in electronics and MTech in communication system. I have worked on image processing in my MTech thesis, and my two papers have been published in peer-reviewed international journal. And I have cleared UGC NET examination 2 times. Now coming over my data analyst journey, then I've started my journey from very scratch, like data structure, database management system, Python, SQL, Tableau, Excel, and many more from YouTube and different webinars. Then I enrolled myself in IBM Data Science professional course for some hands-on projects. Then I got a chance to do internship from TeachNook, KPMG, and Accenture, where I came to know about that how to work in a real-world experience. And till I have completed 15 plus projects on data analyst, which makes me perfect in the tools of data analyst. And now coming over my extra activities, then I love dancing, crafting, watching videos related to my field, and love to play with my baby. Thank you.
All right. Great. Okay. Thank you for introducing yourself and talking about this particular role. Have you gone through the JD?
Yes, sir. I gone
Okay.
through the.
All right, so allow me to introduce myself. So my name is Shiva Vasist. I work as a senior analyst here in Krishna Retails. And Krishna Retails, basically, as you can see into the job description, it is a retail company. So we do provide our products into the whole India, pan India. We provide our products, and we get a lot of different kind of data on the supply chain and the retail products. So we have to structure that particular data, analyze the data, and extract some kind of insights so our business can be improved. So we do use different kind of tools and technologies for the same. Talking about your profile, as far as I can see, you have different kind of tools and technologies. You have experience in Python, SQL, Tableau, Excel. You have also worked with different kind of Python's library and also the ETL process. So if you can name three different tools, like the best of your tools, okay, what kind of tools would it be?
For visualization, sir, means
For
talk.
anything, for
uh,
anything.
Okay. So according to me, my best tools like Excel, Python, and Tableau.
Okay, Excel and Python and Tableau it is. Okay. And do you have experience in SQL? Because we fetch the data directly from the server, so we
Yes, sir.
need someone.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
I have the experience of SQL also.
All right, because we have to fetch the data from the server, so we have to have some person who can write the queries and
Yes.
get the specific data, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So yes, sir.
So,
SQL is very important tool also.
all right, that is great. Okay, so you have mentioned that you have done some kind of internships, right, in Accenture, KPMG. So
Yes,
if you
sir.
can just let me know
Mhm.
that what you have done in Accenture and what kind of internship it was. As I can see, the location is remote, so you have done it digitally, right?
Yes, sir.
So what was your task and what you have done in Accenture, and what was the purpose of the same, if you can let me know.
Yes, sir. Sir, in Accenture, they provide me first the social bus data analysis. This is my task, and they provide me the step-by-step things like they provide me the data model of data sets. Okay, there I have got 7 to 8 tables, and they just tell me that this is your task and you have to complete this. Okay, so first I understand the business problem, that what is the really the problem of that what they want to from me. And then I start the data understanding process, like and what columns is important for me, what is important for me, and what will give me the final result. Okay, how I can complete the task. And then I work on the data quality that because in every data set, most of the process is in data cleaning process.
Mm-hmm.
So I have checked the null values, outliers, duplicates, the irrelevant columns are there or not. And after that, improving the quality of data set, I have
Mm-hmm.
worked on the visualization process by performing the visualization by pandas, numpy, and matplotlib and all in Python. Then when I got some information, when I got some hidden information, I make a presentation and explain the presentation in front of them. And then they give me that this is we have to explain this in front of client. So we have to make a dashboard. So I make a dashboard in Tableau, and then from that dashboard, I explain the things from in front of client.
All right. So in just was one line, can you just let me know that what are the different tools and technologies you have used in this project?
Yes, sir. Sir, for this, I have used mostly Python, and
Mm-hmm.
in Python, I have used the libraries like Pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and I think this. And after that, in Tableau, I have used Tableau for dashboarding, and for
Mm-hmm.
presentation, I've used PowerPoint.
All right, that is great. So how will you rate yourself out of 5 in Excel?
In Excel, I rate myself 4.
4 out of 5. Okay, that is really good number. Okay, so if you can just let me know what is pivot table in Excel?
So pivot table is very important tool if we are talking about data analyst, because it give you a brief summary of your data. We can
Mm-hmm.
easily identify the things from drag and drop method only in pivot table, and you can plot a pivot chart also.
Okay, all right. And how you're going to implement the VLOOKUP formula, why it is being implemented, and what are the different arguments we use in VLOOKUP?
Yes, sir. For VLOOKUP, we mostly use if we want to search something in a very big table. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we look particular. We have to know that first what we have to what we want to identify. Okay, so
Okay.
like if I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a list. Okay, and in front of there is any name, and we are just searching. So first we put the VLOOKUP formula and write the one. Then we select that column and then what drag that table where we want to analyze the things, and
Mm-hmm.
then we write down. Um, So what the exact match and what that
Okay, so we have to specify that either we want the approximate match or the exact match,
or
right?
true and false, the
True
exact
and
and
false.
appropriate match. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so do you have any kind of idea that what is the difference between exact match and appropriate match?
Yes, sir. Exact match means it exactly if it is same, it means like case sensitive and all we can say. Like if
Mm-hmm.
it exactly we can get that. Otherwise, appropriate if it is another means if it is similar to anything, then it will
Right.
show that also.
Okay, okay, that is great. All right. And coming to the implementation of the functions in Excel specifically, what is the syntax of implementation of a function? Using what operator we start writing the function in Excel?
I cannot get.
Suppose I want to find the average of different kind of values. I have 10 different values. So
Okay.
I'll be writing the formula of average, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh, how I'm going to write that formula or the function?
Okay, so we in a calculation, what is the calculation field? We just write down equal and average and the function call, and in between we can select the values of that particular table.
Okay. All right. So I want to ask that using the specific name of the function before using that,
Mm.
which particular operator do we use in order to get the understanding that we are going to be using a function? Like you are writing the average, but before average, you must be writing some kind of operator there. Which particular operator is that?
Equals to.
Equal. Yeah, that
Equal.
is what I was asking. Okay, that is great. Moving on to the next technology. Let's discuss about Python. So how much you'll rate yourself in Python out of 5?
3 to 4, between 3 to 4.
3 to 4. All
Mm.
right. Do you use Python a lot for the data wrangling or different kind of processes? What kind of processes you do in Python or using its libraries?
Mostly I've analyzed the data set like using pandas, like if you want to make in a data frame and all, if you want to read the statistical summary of the data set, and cleaning part mostly by using pandas. And if you
Mm-hmm.
want to visualize the things, then I'm mostly using matplotlib and seaborn.
Okay, that is great.
Mhm.
Starting from the very basic, that is Python, core Python. What are
Yes.
the different data types do we have in Python?
Yeah, there are different data types like integer,
Mm-hmm.
character, uh,
Mm-hmm.
date type,
Mm-hmm.
boolean,
Mm-hmm.
um, and string,
Mm-hmm.
number. That's
Mm-hmm.
mm.
All right. Suppose I have can I just write it down into the chat so you'll be getting a better idea. All right. So suppose I have a variable
Mm.
and that variable is say, let's say k,
Okay.
and I'm assigning this particular value in that particular string. So what would be the data type of k?
So it's a string.
It is a string, but as far as I can see, I have some numbers in that. So how you're defining that it is a string?
So because you are using inverted comma, double inverted.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm using the double inverted commas. So you are saying that whenever we are going to be using the double inverted commas, it will be defined as a string.
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. And okay, and suppose I have this particular value. Okay, and
Mm.
I want to visualize it something like this. What kind of function I'll be using?
So it's a float, and
Mm-hmm.
we use, I think, round. No,
Yes. So
no,
yeah, we are going to be using the round.
round form.
And what is the other argument I have to specify?
What's that other argument?
Oh, the other argument. I'm using the round function, and in the round function, I'll be using this particular value that I want to round it. All right. And what is
Mm.
the other argument that I have to specify in
I
order
think
to,
to the what how much integer we want after the point.
okay, how much decimal
Yeah,
points we want?
decimal point, sorry. Yes.
Okay, got it. All right.
Mm.
Okay, coming to the data structures in Python, what is the basic difference between a set and a dictionary?
Sir, in a dictionary, there is a two thing, that is the key and the value. Key will always be unique,
Mm-hmm.
and in value you can get maybe duplicates, and there are a number of values. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
in sets, it's a unique number. Means if you write down in a set like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it's showing in a one only one time. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
it's showing the unique number.
Okay, that is great. All right. Coming to the third point, let's say. Uh, okay, just a second. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. All right. Okay. Suppose I have this particular dictionary, and I want the value to be fetched, that is 3. How I can fetch the value that is 3? Can you just write down the syntax? I want to fetch the value 3. How I can do that? First of all, is it even possible to store a dictionary like
What's
this?
up?
Is it even possible to store a dictionary like this?
No, sir.
Okay, why is that?
So you put Shiva as a key, and
Right,
value is like 1 comma, and in on a list you are applying another list
right.
like 2. 2, and again another list is like 3.
Okay. Okay.
So
So what do you think? Can I use nested list or not?
in a dictionary, I think we can maybe. I'm not sure, sir.
Okay. All right. No issues.
Mm.
But what is the functionality of like getting the specific value from the list? What
So
is
we
that
can
functionality?
apply the index number and we can get the thing.
Okay. What do we call it? Slicing is the name. No
Yes,
issues.
by
Yeah,
slide.
no issues. You have answered, right? No issues with that. Okay. Going forward, can you just let me know what is the difference between mutable and immutable data types?
Yes, sir. Mutable means changeable. We can change, like if you want to delete, then directly you can delete, drop, and all,
Mm-hmm.
extend. And immutable means you cannot change it directly. Uh, like a tuple is a immutable and list is a mutable.
All right, that is great. So we have integer values. Suppose I have value that is x is equals to 56.
Hmm.
So x is mutable or immutable? Can I change the value of x? On your definition, as you are saying that if it is mutable, we'll be able to change the value. If it is immutable, will not be able to change the
Yes,
value.
if we write down again x equals to something else, then it change.
It gets changed. So
Yes.
what do you think? The data type of x will be, first of all, just let me know that x is equal to 56. So what will be the data type of x?
It's a number, sir, integer.
It is an integer value. So according to you, what do you think? Integer is a mutable or immutable data type?
It's mutable.
It's mutable. All right. On what purpose do we define that the data type is immutable or non-immutable? Just on the basis of the changeable or non-changeable thing. So suppose if I have a data type and it is immutable,
Mm.
so the Python compiler will throw an error for us.
Yes, sir.
What will happen? We'll get an error.
Yes, sir, we get an error if it is immutable and if we want to change that.
Okay, got it. Okay, moving on. Uh, Coming to the third technology,
Mm.
that is SQL. So how will you rate yourself in SQL out of 5?
4.
You'll rate yourself 4. All right. So just let me know the difference between a primary key. Just first of all, let me know what is a primary key.
Primary key is a unique ID. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and means each table have its primary key, so that we can, if we want to connect it with another table, at that time its primary key is very important for us. And primary key will not be null; it always be unique and it never be duplicate.
All right. Okay, got it. So we cannot have any kind of null value into the primary key.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it. And how it is different from the foreign key and what exactly foreign key?
When we reference of primary key, it's a foreign key. Means if we want to connect one table to another table, that time we use
Mm-hmm.
that table's primary key as a foreign key.
Can you specify the same with some kind of real world example? That would be great.
Yes, sir. Like if we are working in a if we have a shop, okay, and
Okay.
if we have like we generate a table like customer ID, customer
Mm-hmm.
name, and
Mm-hmm.
product what we are purchasing there.
Right.
Okay, if we maintain that much of table, it's very difficult. So what we do two table. We segregate the table in two form. Okay, so what we do then customer ID, maybe the our number, our the phone number is maybe primary key. Okay, so that when we go there in a shop, they ask our phone number and they just type and what we purchase, they just scan that. Okay, and when they want to know more about, so from that primary key we can they can name show means see the our name, what is the address of our, so
Okay.
that
All
is
right.
the use of that. Yeah. For link
Got
to
it.
table and segregate the things in a database.
Got it. Okay. Great. Moving on. Okay. So what are the different kind of joins we have in SQL?
Sir, there are inner join, left join, right
Mm-hmm.
join, and outer join.
Okay.
Mm.
And how inner join and outer join are different from each other?
In inner join, we get a table which is the common between the two tables. Means that columns we get the
Mm-hmm.
common between the two table. And in outer join, we get all the columns from one table, and the same the second table also. So we get all the columns in
Okay.
outer join.
All right. Okay. So Khushi, just a second. I'm sharing a link. Can you just share your screen using this particular link?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Try to share your screen. Do you have the permission?
Oh, wait a minute.
All right. It is visible now.
Yes.
Just open the link that I've shared with you. Okay, this is the link.
Mm.
Okay, so just click on SQL database. All right, so you have 4 different tables in this database. One is patient, one is admissions, one is doctors, and one is province names. So first of all, just click on patients. This is the whole schema. All right,
Yeah. Okay.
just click on patients,
Mm.
get an idea of the table. All right, take 1 minute, just look at the table, get
Yes.
a better idea of the whole database.
Yes, sir.
Now, looking at the schema, just let me know about 2 different tables, and just let me know the primary key of a specific table and the foreign key of another table.
So the patient is it is the primary key of this.
Okay, for the patient, we have the patient ID.
Patient ID.
Okay,
Yeah.
and what
And
can be the foreign key?
it's connected to the admission,
Right,
like it's a patient ID. It is
right.
foreign key for this.
It is foreign key, so we can have the reference from the patients
Patients, yeah.
using the foreign key. Okay, that is great. Can you fetch just the first name, last name, and gender from the patient table?
Yes, sir.
First name, last name, and the gender. Only these 3 columns. Just fetch these 3 columns from the patient table.
First name, last name, and gender.
Right. So the column names in SQL are case sensitive. What do you think?
No, sir.
No? So if I just use a capital last in last name, so it will work for us.
What, sir?
If I change the first name, the characters which are written in first, that is FIRST, right? So
Mhm.
these are written into the small alphabets. So if I just change the small alphabets into the capital alphabets, what do you think? It will run?
No, no.
All right. So it means it is case sensitive.
Yes, it gets sensitive.
Okay, so can you just fetch the first name, last name, and gender for me from the patient table? We have the run button in the left side, upper side, above the schema. We have the run button in the left side above the schema.
Wait. Okay.
So we have a syntax error here. What do you think? Where's the syntax error?
First name, last name, gender. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you remove the asterisk sign. Why did you do that?
So that sign we use for all the columns. If we want to
Okay.
match all columns, we use
Mhm.
that.
So we cannot use that particular symbol if we want to fetch the specific column names. We are doing both the things. That is why
Yes.
it is showcasing the error. Okay, got it. All right, moving
Mm.
on. If you can join the patient table and the admission table,
Hmm. Okay.
and just let me know the first of all, I want all the columns of the patient table and all the columns of admission table. So
Okay.
just let me know that which particular column you'll be using and
Out.
what kind of join you'll be using in order to get all the values.
So we want all the columns from patients and all the
Right,
and
right, right. That means the full data we want.
yes. So we use outer join, sir.
Okay, we are going to be using outer join, all right, and on the basis of which particular column?
What, sir?
On the basis of which you can just write down the join query, so I'll get my answer automatically. Okay.
Select the feed. Mm. So is it right? Feed.
You can run it. Just when you're done, just run the query so I can get an idea that what you're exactly doing.
Patient.
Okay, so just let me know when you're done.
Okay, sir. Sir, I think it's done.
All right. So can you just run the query? Okay, we have some kind of error.
Okay, sir. Feed. So what's the problem?
Are you done from your side?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll get back to it. All right.
Mm.
Okay. Moving on. Now we are going to the third part. I think the final part, that is the visualization. So which visualization tool you have been using?
W.
Tableau. Okay. So can you just let me know what is the difference between data blending and data joining?
Data joining means you are joining the data set from the same source.
Okay.
Data blending, you are joining the data from the different source.
Okay, got it. And coming to the visualization part, if you can just let me know when we can use the lines, okay, a line chart, when we can use the bar chart, and when we can use the pie chart.
Bar chart.
Yeah, bar chart, line chart, and pie chart. If you
Okay.
can just let me know when we can use these particular queries.
Okay. So line chart we mostly use for trend, means if you want to check monthly trends and yearly trends, means continuous data, we mostly plot a line chart. And bar chart, if we want to compare two things, compare different types, means like category, if there is any category. So we plot a bar chart. And pie chart, if we show on the something in percent, okay, like how much percent it's depends on different one, we plot pie chart.
Okay, that is great.
Mm.
All right. And okay, that is great. Mm, okay, I think I'm done from my side. Do you have any kind of query for me?
Uh, no, sir, I have no query right now.
All right, that is great.
Mm.
Okay, so the mock interview part is done. Now we'll come to the evaluation, that what are the different things that you have to work on. Okay,
Oh, yes.
and let's start from the very basic. You have answered Excel in a pretty good way. You have answered Python in very strong way. So you have a very good strong on Python.
Mm.
Okay, but you are like quite weak
Yes,
in
sir.
SQL. But as I said, that more than 50% queries will be raised from SQL only. You have the basic understanding. That is really great. You know about the schema, you know about joinings, but you are not able to write down the queries. Okay, so you have to practice a lot for that.
Yes, sir.
And I think you must have got the practice sheet. We have divided the practice into 5 different parts. Okay, start
Okay.
from the level 1, go
Okay.
up to the level 5, solve the queries which are given to you. More than 150
Mm.
queries are given to
Okay,
you,
sir.
so these queries are more than enough in order to like understand the platform in a better way. We have also given you the solution so you can understand that what is exactly happening there. So here I think you are not at all familiar with writing the queries. That is why you are directly using from without writing the column names. Into the initial query, you are using the column names before writing the reference, that from where you are going to fetch the data. So the table name comes after defining the column
Okay.
names. Okay, but
Okay.
here you are defining the table first, then you are defining that you want um, actually you are not defining that what kind of columns you want. Okay, you are
Yes.
directly defining that how you're going to join, and you have also not defined that how you're going to join, the outer join, the left join, or the inner join, whatever it is. So you need to work a lot on the SQL skills, but you are pretty good with Python. That is really great. But as I said, if your SQL is weak, you're not going to stand into the interviews. So just work on that. You will be able to do that. You haven't practiced. You have the knowledge. Okay, you have a pretty good knowledge about SQL. You know about the concepts, but you have to practice in order to gain a very good hands-on experience on writing the queries, because the interviewer will definitely ask you to write the queries live in the interview. So that is something that you have to do. Okay. And
Okay.
into the final part, when the recruiter is asking you to ask some kind of queries to the recruiter, just create some kind of question. In my case, I always ask about the key responsibilities of the role that they are hiring.
Okay.
So never say that you don't have any kind of query. You
Okay.
can say that I want to I want to understand the structure of the team that you are hiring, and what are the key responsibilities of the role. But it can also go into the reverse direction, because the company must have provided you the job description. So read the job description in a perfect way,
Yes.
and you can
Okay.
ask the recruiter that for what kind of task they are hiring the candidate they are looking for. Okay, you can ask these kind of queries to the recruiter. Overall, I'll rate this particular interview on
Mm.
an average scale. Okay, you
Okay.
need to work on the SQL side, and maybe into the coming time we'll restructure the interview,
Yes.
and we'll just try to go a little bit deep into the SQL part. So just practice the SQL part
Yes.
and let me know when you're ready for the SQL specific technical interview. Okay?
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. That is great.
Sir, anything else you want to guide me?